on my way home from work. It's about a 45-minute drive. So every once in a while I use this time to practice my duck calling. I've actually had a couple people ask me to do this little video because I call a little differently. I use my mouth rather than a duck call. And it works. I've never heard two ducks sound the same. And my calls vary just like anybody's calls with a manufactured duck call. And I can go from fairly quiet to really quite loud. Basically, I just start with a quack. Quack. Kind of like what you'd hear a hen do in the morning, you know, and the sun's coming up, you hear that hen sitting out there. Quack. Quack. I am in the car, so you probably hear some background noise, but yeah, that's all I can do. Quack. Quack. Don't really know exactly where that sound comes from. Back in here somewhere, there's some pressure back there between my tongue and my cheek or my gum or something, and I just have always been able to do it. Don't know where it came from or how I figured it out, but I remember as a young child I could do the Donald Duck talk, and I just kind of turned it into calling ducks. Quack. Quack. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. Pretty simple, or it is to me anyhow. Sometimes, like I say, you gotta tone it down just a little. Quack, quack. Sometimes I'll be hunting some massive cattail swamps, and there'll be little pockets that might only be 10, 15, 20 yards apart. And I'll just sit in there and quack real softly. And more than one occasion, I've had them come up out of one of them little pockets that I can't see and want to come over into my pocket. And I'll have, you know, one or two or maybe half a dozen decoys sitting out there with me, and that's all it takes. See them off there in the distance, you know, I'll put everything I have into it just to try to get their attention, turn their head. And I'm not exactly sure how far away you can hear it because, well, I've never been able to stand far away and hear myself call, so I don't have a clue, but I know I've seen their heads turn from quite a long ways off. Can put a little feed talk in there once in a while. Teal's a little tougher. I haven't quite figured that out. Mouth calling for ducks. Quack! Mess with the squirrels once in a while too. Basically, that's how I do it. Can't really tell you how. Like I said, I don't know for sure, but I can do it.